This is one of the landmark social justice provisions of the 1987 Constitution. It acknowledges that even before colonization, the Philippines was home to diverse indigenous cultural communities, or ICCs, with their own lands, governance, and traditions. Section 22 affirms their rights and integrates them into national development, not through assimilation, but through recognition and empowerment. It is a constitutional commitment to unity in diversity. The Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997, or Republic Act number 8371, is the main implementing law of Section 22. It affirms that indigenous cultural communities or indigenous peoples first own their ancestral domains and lands by native title, meaning ownership exists since time immemorial, not by grant of the state. Second, indigenous peoples enjoy the right to self-governance through traditional structures. Third, they are entitled to social justice and human rights protections equal to all other citizens. Fourth, they may preserve their culture, knowledge systems, and heritage free from forced assimilation. IPRA therefore treats indigenous peoples or indigenous cultural communities as partners in development, not marginalized outsiders. The doctrine of native title affirms that the IPs own their lands since time immemorial. This principle was first recognized in the case of Carino versus Insular Government of 1909, where Justice the Supreme Court ruled that indigenous ownership cannot be simply declared public land. IPRA later codified this, declaring ancestral domains and lands as belonging to the ICCs or IPs, even without Torrens title. This principle recognizes that indigenous ownership predates colonial and republican law. In the case of Cruz versus DNR, former Justice Sagani Cruz argued that IPRA violates the Regalian Doctrine, which means that all lands of the public domain belong to the state. The Supreme Court, however, upheld IPRA's constitutionality. It ruled that ancestral domains are held under native title, hence they are private lands outside the public domain. Justice Renato Puno's separate opinion emphasized that IPRA does not weaken sovereignty but instead affirms historical justice, recognizing the pre-colonial rights of the indigenous Filipinos. The Constitution balances recognition of indigenous rights with the imperative of national unity. Indigenous self-governance does not mean secession or separatism. It means autonomy consistent with Philippine sovereignty. The challenge is to pursue development without erasing cultural identity. True national unity arises from respecting diversity, not imposing uniformity. Thus, indigenous peoples' rights are recognized within the framework of inclusive nationhood. Section 22 and IPRA imply that indigenous cultural communities or indigenous Filipinos, indigenous peoples, are entitled to more than land. They are entitled to political participation, cultural preservation, and economic empowerment. The state has a protective duty, meaning shielding them from exploitation, and an affirmative duty, meaning supporting education, representation, and their cultural rights. This embodies the constitutional commitment to social justice, ensuring that historically marginalized peoples, like the IPs, are recognized as equal partners in national life. To conclude, Article 2, Section 22 constitutionalizes the recognition of indigenous peoples' rights. IPRA affirms their ownership by native title, the right to self-governance, and their cultural integrity. Native title was recognized over a century ago, and IPRA was upheld as consistent with the Constitution. The vision is clear. The Philippines democracy must be rooted in unity in diversity, where indigenous peoples are not erased but empowered as co-builders of the nation.